Um, Good night, because it's time for bed here on the East Coast, and I hope you guys are ready for a nighttime conversation. I hope your day was good. Forgive me for my bare face, because this is my nighttime face. This is what I look like when I go to bed. Of course, no makeup, and I have my collagen on my face. So here we go. I had a conversation. Yeah, I did. I had a conversation. And it all starts with a conversation. So I kind of want you to kind of get a girlfriend or a guy friend or someone that you deem friend worthy, because we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation. I'm going to put on some glasses because I can't see, y'all. I can't see. So here we go. Did you get your girlfriend? Good. Um, so like I said, this is my collagen face, where I just go to bed with a globs of collagen on my face. I'm happy to share it with you. And everyone that asks about my skin, it's collagen. And so there, the secret is out. So this is a dialogue, and yeah, it's gonna hurt. I hope you guys set your notifications to the Car Chronicles. This is my one and only page. There is no other page. There is a blue check above my name or near my name, and it is verified that this is the one and only true Pastor Jamila page. There is no other one. So if you're following another page, that's not on me, that's on you, because you're not paying attention to the blue check. All right? So we've got the preliminaries out of the way. Hey, how you doing? So now let's talk. There is something that I want to bring to your attention called secret offenses. Yeah. We'll talk about the Bible early in the morning at Car Chronicles time, but this is a conversation that I had with my daughter. And not just with my daughter, I had a cousin call me from Atlanta, Georgia. And she was in a rage. And she was like, yo, what's wrong with these chicks? Hey, pound cake pusher. And so my cousin began to say to me, yo, what's wrong with these chicks? And she was going off. She was going absolutely zork. She was going off. And as she was going off, she was telling me about her being married to my cousin. And they've been married for 30 years. And so as I begin to be on my merrily way and get her under control before she blacked out, I got home and I began to, take care of myself and get ready for bed. And then our daughter called. And she too was having the same frenzy as my cousin earlier. And I began to think to myself, I said, myself said, I said, I wonder is there anyone else out here going through this? There is a secret offense among the sisters. Yeah. Not talking about that whole thing that's going viral with the most beautiful women around the world who are in the hip hop game. I'm not speaking about that. I am speaking about the secret offenses between sisterhood, that one sister gets married. Yeah. One sister found herself in a relationship. Now, with my cousin who has been married for 30 years, she began to say that there is someone that is trying to go through her to speak to her husband. And she's saying, do all things decency and in order. If you want to speak to my husband, you've got to go through me. Oh, it's a whole lot. Nisha Harris said, OMG, yes. All right. So since I'm not by myself, we can have a conversation. Okay. And so she said, if I have been called to help the couples in my ministry, why is it that the women are fighting and they don't want to speak to me, but they want to speak to my husband? And she said, the protocol is if I'm helping and I got 30 years of marriage under my belt, how come these women are fighting me and they're upset that I have a healthy marriage? Her conversation was they were upset because she is kind of showing off because she has 30 years of marriage. I ain't done yet. So I'm trying to get her under control because remember, I am into serious women's ministry and I speak to women all over the world. And so I begin to tell her, handle those jokers accordingly. And you stand 10 toes down saying, you've got to speak to me, his wife, since we are doing this ministry together. I will speak to the women. He will speak to the men. And they got upset because they said, nah, we should be able to speak to your husband. I said to her, yeah, they're trying to get their wig snatched because they're out of line. She said, I thought that they would be happy that I have been with my husband for 30 years. And I came to this church to try to help them. And she said, why would they be jealous that I have a healthy marriage? Not done yet. And so after getting her cooled down, and I said, you just go and get yourself under control, handle them accordingly. The phone rang. And there was my beautiful daughter who just got married, and they're expecting my beautiful grandbaby. She began to say to me, certain friends that I thought were my friends have disappeared. I said, what you talking about? She says, yes, mommy. I had very close friendships until someone said, hey, on TikTok. All right, I can't do TikTok, ma'am. It's just too much out there. I'm sorry. I tried. Tain't for me. Hold on, watch this. I may watch it, but I ain't got time to load videos and stuff like that. I'm one person. So she said, I had very close friends until I became a wife. People who thought we were close and we used to have dialogues concerning us getting married and us having children and us having a house and all of the things that society deems we're supposed to have. She said those were my desires and some of my friends too. But when I got married, she said the people that I thought were really close to me and they were my friends, they disappeared. I haven't seen them since I got engaged. But these were the friends that I call so close to me because we will be doing this walk somewhat together. She said, how is it that they are your friends and when you get engaged, they get mad? Got a little worse. She said, and then at my wedding, they all showed up, but they disappeared. But they were supposed to be my friends. They didn't come to my gender reveal. And they don't even gonna come. I don't believe they're gonna come to my baby shower. What's wrong, mommy? So she began to ask me, why? So since we're all on this conversation together, it is those secret offenses that show up. Okay, let me read some of your comments. Tasha Lewis, Tashana Lewis said, this is my story. Someone on YouTube said, yep, that's my story too. Okay, so here is the thing. We all could say jealousy is a very ugly disease, and I pray that nobody catches it. We can all talk about jealousy. We can. But suppose I told you those hidden offenses is simply because they're looking at your life. Did you not understand that when good things happen to you, and those things may not happen to people around you, your good blessing or your good life makes them look at their life and they feel like a failure, or they feel defeated, or they have misplaced anger. It is deeper than just jealousy. It is, you are a reflection of what I missed. Yeah. You are a reflection of what I am supposed to have. We could say envy, but it's a little deeper. Thank you, Denise. It is exposure. If you are sitting with someone and they have a desire, especially women, to be married, engaged, or be in a relationship, when you get that, they will look at themselves. No, I'm not going to log off. They will begin to look at themselves and begin to look at their life and your life and compare the two, especially if she is older, especially if she deems herself prettier, especially if she deems herself more successful, and especially if she feels, someone said, my gosh, someone said right on time. I'm just giving you, especially if she feels that she has been in a longer relationship with the person she's in a relationship with, and you just come along and meet someone and you get a ring. Okay, all right. I don't have time to wipe too many tears, but I'm going to do the best that I can. What happens is they begin to sit back and look at their vision board that has now become a nightmare chart. That I am supposed to surpass you because I had my ducks in a row. And it's not that some of them are offended. Some of them are reflecting of the mistakes they made or the problem they're connected to. Some, okay. Virtual greatness said, I'm so glad somebody said it. Okay. There are people crying and they're going through stuff. Okay. Inside, I believe that some of them, and the word is some, SOME, some want you to win, but there are some that are afraid that they're making the wrong decision. And what did you do to make the right choice? Okay, I guess I am going to have to wipe tears because I think a lot of times what happens, instead of being upset, that maybe some things happen quicker for someone and yours is taking a little bit of time. You might have to reevaluate your choices. You may have to reevaluate the people you're connected to and maybe sit down with her and get some pointers. What did you do so differently? Now, hold on for a moment. There are some people, and it happened fast. Some, there's my daughter right there. Some people can find someone and it can happen rather quickly. Some people can date someone 6 months and it can happen mid stride. But if you're dating someone and you've been with them for years and years and years and years, you cannot get upset with your friend because someone came along and made a choice when you had the opportunity to make a choice in who you gave your time to. That's not on your friend. That, my dear, is on you. Because you can make a conscious decision that I've given you a whole lot of time and I'm not going to let you waste any more of it. There are some people, they may give you a whole lot of excuses why you guys are not together. It is up to you to ask yourself, are those excuses good enough? It's something that I like to say, you should really take inventory of the people you're connected with, because sometimes you could allow somebody to waste your time because you're afraid that that's all that you've invested, that there is supposed to be a residual called a ring, called a commitment, called a relationship. That's not always true. Because if you keep allowing someone to string you along, Nine times out of 10, when I counsel people like that, you can rest assured that they will break up with you and turn around and marry somebody else less than a year. Why? Because you've allowed them to waste your time. A man knows. Okay. Someone said 25 years I was with someone on and off, and she wasted 25 years. There's some men that know, and I'll let my daughter tell it, but I'll tell her some of it. When he saw my daughter after dating her before, he looked at her and he told her friend, move out the way, get out of the way, because you're staying in the way of me and my wife. And they got married. They did what grown folks do. I believe a lot of times the Bible, yeah, it does say rejoice for those that rejoice. And you're supposed to be glad for your girlfriend. But if you cannot be glad for your girlfriend, do you know you prolong your own blessing? Because it simply says rejoice for those that rejoice. But don't you dare let whatever insecurities you have stop you from celebrating somebody that did something that it was right for them in that season. Your girlfriend opened up a business. She did. She opened up a business. Look, my daughter said, go ahead and tell it, Ma. You opened up a business, you did. And you decided that you were going to do it. But your girlfriend said she was going to do it too. Well, unfortunately, you might have beat her to the punch. Instead of cutting the ribbon and celebrating with you, she does everything to go against you. You are a reflection of what she could not do because of fear or maybe finances. I think a lot of times what happens is sometimes we have to set aside our own selfish pride and our egos and sit down and ask our girlfriends, listen, girl, how'd you do that? Tell me what you did. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you have until you are blessed. You want me to say it again? All right, I will. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you have until you are blessed. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you have until you get a ring. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you got until you get a relationship on a perpetual basis and you're in a commitment. I was gonna say ding-a-ling, but however you know it. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you have until you decide, I don't want to go to the club anymore. I want to get my life right. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you have until you decide to open up a baking business, and then you see pound cakes go up and down the timeline, and then people try to sabotage your sales. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you have until you decide, you know what, I think I'll buy that car that I want. You don't know how good of a girlfriend you have until you lose that dead weight. And you decide that I don't want to be in an abusive relationship anymore. I want to get myself together. The snarls and the jeers and the anger behind them looking at your life and then staring at theirs. Instead of getting mad at them, perhaps you should check yourself. That maybe if you would rejoice for her and be happy for her, you could be trusted for yourself. Hold on, wait. Don't log off. I can't stand it when I hurt people's feelings, but I'm going to hurt your feelings to save your life. Another story. You guys were cool. You were. Until you got in a relationship with somebody. If you want to piss your girlfriend off, get in a relationship. If you want to make her mad until she grinds her teeth and stomp her feet, start dating again. The worst thing you could do is be around a friend that wants to sabotage you simply because she doesn't have the courage to find one for herself. Do you not understand that there are people, especially my daughter, and I know it to be true, that were okay with you until you got married? They were okay with you. You were cool as Cookie Crunch. Oh, you were cool till you got married. And then they came against you and they snarled and they jeered and they got angry. I'm going to say this because this is the time and days we live Have you ever thought about maybe they didn't want to be your girlfriend? Maybe they wanted to be your girlfriend slash boyfriend. But whatever the motive was, your success made them sad. Your success made them mad. Let me tell you something. I knew this one girl, she was real quiet till I got married. And it ignited a fire of fury in her. Be careful now. It is a secret offense that they're never going to tell you. It is a secret offense that they look at you and they smile. But deep down inside, they 38 hot. They 38. Oh, wait. Someone said, come on here. They're 38 hot because they're not. They're not in the season to receive your happiness. And because of that secret offense, they will hold back theirs. Someone said, I'm telling the truth. Someone said, yes, but why? You must be late. I'll say it again. When you become a wife, it is offensive to someone who desires to be a wife. If you become engaged, it is offensive to someone who desires to get engaged. If you open up a business, it is offensive to someone who kept trying to open a business. Whatever it is that you were trying to do and you got the courage to follow through, they are now angry with you because you did it and I didn't. Oh, Car Chronicles is going to be good this morning. Let me teach you something. If you ever follow me, you know that I give out certain idioms and statements and posts. And here's one that was in my book, but I'm going to tell it to you. I don't know if this one was in my book, but there was something called hater verbiage. Hater verbiage is when you open up your business and your big business becomes little to them and they have no business. Case in point. You decided to open up a business and they say, oh, you finally opened up your little business. See, they little your business with no business at all. You decide to get in a relationship and then they say, oh, so now you think you all that because you in this little relationship now? Hold on, wait a minute. They begin to little your big. Yeah. They will begin to tell you all type of things and watch that. That sly behavior. Oh, that's coming from a place. Oh, you can't hang out with me right now because you got a man? Or they would disappear. They would simply dismiss themselves out of their life because they cannot handle where you are in life right now. It is a mere reflection of me. Well, what this got to do with you? It's got a whole lot to do with me because I am supposed to be in that spot and you stole it. Hold on, wait. How did I steal what the Lord deems my season? Because we both were supposed to be single. We both were supposed to be engaged. Watch this. We both were supposed to be picking out dresses. We both were supposed to be starting businesses. We both were. Now, how are you going to put yourself in my season? They do it all the time. You have to ask every season of your life, Lord, give me the courage to do whatever it is I got to do to make my vision come to pass. I know I'm really busy, but I'm going to open up dating boot camp at some point. I did it with my daughter, and I'm going to hopefully teach women how to think outside of the box. And I think you cannot get mad at your friend because she thought outside of the box, but you choose to live in one. You've got to take inventory of the things that you are doing that is not benefiting you in the area in where you're having a problem. You can't get mad at your friend because she decided to save her money or she decided to build her credit and take a leap of faith and quit her job and start a business. You are getting mad at something that you all know and have. You're getting married. You're getting mad at courage and you're getting mad at faith. You're getting mad at courage and you're getting mad at faith. Two of the main attributes you need for success. You're getting mad at faith and you're getting mad at courage. You gotta have two of those things, if not one. It is a horrible thing when you want to tear your sister down simply because of the love she has found. It is very horrible for you to tear down your friend that is opening up a business and you were somewhere minding someone else's business. Instead of minding someone else's business, you should have paid attention to starting your own. I think that most people who are looking at their friend's success, looking at their friend's relationship, you are taking that attention off of yourself and focusing it on what? And focusing it on people who have already accomplished what you are trying to start. Start paying attention to you and don't be bothered with someone else. Brazil is on here. Good night to you, Brazil. To all of you, I please hope that I said something to encourage you. You need faith and you need courage to do anything. Yes, you're going to lose some friends when you get divorced. Yes, you're going to lose some friends when you get married. Yes. You're going to lose some friends when you start a business. Oh, yes. You're going to lose some friends when you become a mama. Yes. You're going to lose some friends when you do anything that you decided to put your faith and your courage to. There's someone connected to you that is not going to like it. Why? Because it's not happening to me, for me, or quick enough. And then they say under their breath, it's not fair. Be very mindful of friends who are speaking hater verbiage. They're littling your big opportunity. And you better be glad those jokers left because they will sabotage something because they do not understand it was your season. And instead of being happy for you for that reason, they now just prolong their own blessing. Rejoice for those who rejoice because what they're doing is they have a secret offense behind the smile. I really don't like it because you got married before I did and I'm older. I don't like it because I've been struggling with this business and then you just come along and you just do it. Those secret offenses behind those slithery smiles, I'm going to need y'all to watch. All right, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I am going to see my husband. I'm happy. I'm happy to see my. Oh, I know some of y'all not, but you'll be all right. I love you. Someone said you so fly. I'll take that. I love you guys. Don't waste your time trying to figure out why someone has distanced themselves from you in a season where they're supposed to be celebrating you. They simply told on themselves. See you in the morning. Good night. Bye. Bye.